man, so they got a little drama going on in a thugger household. After one of his kids came online and, saying that he choosing his girl over the kids, the children, the little ones, all right? But quickly, Thug's sister, Hedora, came and explained, like, nah, little homie, you're the one that's actually causing the rift. But let's get to the conversation. So Jit came out and said right here, it's different when your own family ain't with you. Heartbroken emoji. I don't need no dude for none. I'm on my own. Funk my family at 100. My dude's gonna be feeling like nobody here with me. Can't believe these niggas gonna pick they hoe over they kids. It's crazy. I'm tired of this ish gang. Love y'all, my soldiers, blood. So his sister, she came and set the record straight, all right? And this is something I definitely want to talk about. So she says, try dealing with kids who chooses street life that wasn't raised in the streets, who can get whatever they want, whenever they want, but chooses not to go to school and drop out. A woman has nothing to do with my nieces and nephews' real talk. Entitlement does with no sense of direction, no ambitions, no future plans, no respect. All they want to do is make drill music and do drugs. Kids been giving multiple opportunities to go to school with the rich, and yet they turn it down to stay on the streets and call requesting cash apps and Zelles. For what? Won't get my money either. Go do something positive with yourself. Still love them all equally. You want to be grown? You got to pay the price to be grown. When you realize you want to be a kid to just get what you want and then go right back to being grown, that's when the adult's the problem. We fight hard for him every day. Even his mom did to her last breath and couldn't get him to gather himself. So this is the mom that passed away, got killed. So this ain't nothing new. Nephew been trying to live like this and actually want to live like ruggish when he ain't never had to or have to. And the doors will never be closed. We just waiting on him to be ready for change. He knows that. Prayers emoji. That sound about right, man. That sound about right. And that's the issue. What happens, dog? It's the generational curse. They got the bread on this side. They got the bread on this end. This shit ain't got to live like that at all, But they see what they dad talking about. It seemed like he still may have been living that life a little bit, allegedly, even after the fame. Y'all seen that video with them jits dissing the ops and things of that sort, dissing Gunna and stuff? Them jits wild. They wilding out. They look like hood jits, and they not supposed to be looking like that no more. They supposed to be looking rich as hell or something. Put up. But we are just outside looking in. We don't understand. We will never understand the dynamics of these households and how these kids are being raised. But she's saying they trying. Who knows? I hope so. But let's look at some reactions, man. I'm just thinking this reminds me of like Lil Durk's situation. Lil Durk's dad was locked up for years, And, he looked like he fell right into that generational curse of living that street life. He gets rich in the process though. But as he's rich, he's having kids and things, having children. One child's not under his direct care because he wasn't claiming them initially, but he was living with his mom and his stepfather. Just starts to get into some communication with Durk finally. I don't know if this influenced it, but his mom and stepfather start having an argument. Jit goes and shoots his stepfather to protect the mom. I don't know how much influence that has over Lil Man, but it's just interesting how it continues to be the cycle with the old boy living and preaching and praising a certain lifestyle. And of course, you see, everyone watching the old boy get the praise. It's just naturally the kid's gonna want to be like the dad. Especially if the dad's not around that much, the kid may want to do what the dad gets praised for to be able to get acceptance and validation from the dad, like, hey, I'm being just like you type. That's my thoughts, that's my observation. But let's look at the comment section right and see what they saying. His father left the hood but ain't stopped doing hood nigga shit. So did his environment really change? He's only doing what he sees his father doing. Let's be real now, allegedly. Auntie was cooking, entitlement, spoiled, no direction. Wanna act big and bad, but still a kid. Sums up these new generation of kids. Auntie said with the phone she said, period. All y'all in the comments saying the street life is what he see, making that an excuse. Most of us grew up in the hood or near the hood. We still went to school and did what we were supposed to do. So it's really sad to see y'all grown ass adults in the comments making an excuse for this kid. That's true. Like I lived in a neighborhood where it's some people that made bad decisions, and I still made sure that I didn't make as much bad decisions. I ain't saying I ain't make none. I made some bad decisions, but I ain't make as much detriment to my health or my life, The lady continues to say he better learn now before he is a adult, and nobody really give up for real. Shake my head. Generation cook for real. I don't know about just this generation. Like, this is like a cycle of, you know, the degenerates of our society. All jokes aside, he needs to attend school. Spelling feelings as fleeings saddens me. Yeah, he did do that. I tried to skip over it, but he did put that for sure, for sure. This lady says, I don't know if y'all know how the streets work, but a lot of these young are addicted to that lifestyle. And even when someone steps in and try to show them love, they don't want the discipline and accountability behind it. However, he ain't have nobody to look up to growing up, so he's already tainted with the street life because his daddy is a sticky situation. But I hope he makes the right decision for his life. Yeah, man. It's just a relationship with gratification and validation that the hood has, you know, or hood people have. We confuse being emotional men as being masculine men. People respect crash outs, you know, crash test dummies. You get validation from friends and women, you know? And if you never get out of that bubble, you will never know more than just that. It'll be very hard for you to see life differently if you don't get out of that bubble. This lady says, I mean, it's simple math. Thug is his dad. His dad made it seem cool to be in the streets. Dude sell drugs, so he thinks that's the way. And instead of showing this young man that it actually isn't cool, he's just telling him to figure it out on your own. I'm busy with my girlfriend, and the sister sounds slow too. After I read a comment, I'm thinking he's like 18, 19. He's 14. He's a baby. He's just starting to try and find himself. Shake my head, show that baby some guidance. I do think there's I don't know if it's a generational thing, but there's some parents that really leave a lot of decisions to their children. And growing up, I didn't have that many options to do certain things. Like whether I went to school or not, that wasn't an option. Like where are we in society where that's an option, whether or not you go to school or not, whether or not you respect someone? That wasn't an option. Like, some things aren't negotiable if you're a child. It's just as in a child's place is you got to respect that. And I don't know where that gets lost in translation as far as raising these jits out here nowadays. I don't get it. Once again, I don't know if that's a generational thing, because these parents had to get the way that they are some type of way. So I don't know if it's a generational thing, because it seemed like a lot of people in past generations have been dropping the ball too. Shaking my head, I wish my parents was rich. I would have took every opportunity to feed off that. I'm glad the auntie cleared that up. It's not hard to do the right thing when money is involved, and poverty ain't his reality. He's choosing destruction. Sometimes you gotta get gangster with your kids. Like, you ain't got no options. You can't choose, because I'm not allowing you to choose. I don't know, bro. But hey, I'm not a parent. So I can't say too much. I know at a certain point in time, at a certain age, kids gonna do what they want to do. Ain't much you can do, but just try to put as many obstacles in front of them to stop them from going down certain routes. I know that may be a thing, so I can only speculate. I'll go ahead and shut up at this point and give grace to the parents out there, but y'all let me know. So I know a lot of people that got kids watch my platform, you feel me? And you know, we went through the rubric as far as the levels of ages. I'm in big bro age range. I know a lot of unks watch my platform though. I know a lot of aunties watch too. Shout out to the aunts and the aunties. But right now, I need y'all to do y'all part and let me know in the comment section below what y'all think about all this. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.